Manchester United need a striker. I think the defence looks like it started to resemble a very good defence, if I'm being honest. The midfield looks like it's sorting itself out. We haven't seen the best of Casemiro yet, but it has raised the levels in McTominay. Eriksen looks absolutely phenomenal in a Manchester United shirt. Bruno Fernandes looks like he's playing with a little bit of confidence again. Jadon Sancho's looking good, but the rest of the attack just hasn't quite clicked for us just yet. That's what we need to see. That's what we need Manchester United to take into the next level. And I think January would be a brilliant time to do that. I would love to see us dip into the market. And the one player I would love to see go and do it is Ivan Toney. He has started this season on absolute fire. 5 goals and 2 assists so far. He started this season on absolute fire, earning him a very, very well-deserved England cap. He's been ranked as England's best player so far in performance statistics on Who Scored. He will become only the 3rd Brentford player in history and the first one since Leslie Smith in 1939 to get an England call-up. A key quality that every other top-class striker must possess is the ability to find space in the box through intelligent movement and alertness. You don't score many goals, or certainly as many goals as he has in recent seasons, without having the required goal-scoring instinct. Like other world-class strikers, Ivan Toney has got the know-how to consistently find himself receiving balls in the box with space around him due to his ability to be able to sniff that out and the instinct, the striker's instinct that you can't teach. You've just got to have that sort of real killer about yourself. His hold-up play is very underrated. I think he often seen as a bit of a target man and a physical focal point, which he's certainly got the attributes to do. But I think that leads people to downplay the technical ability that he possesses. He's got the ability to drop deeper and link play, which is an underrated creative ability when he gets turned. He can find a pass, and that's both left foot and right foot. He's an elite finisher with both feet, and he's a monster in the air. Manchester United are crying out for this style. Like, Anthony Martial is a dribbling kind of forward. He will dribble into space. He's not always been the sort of goal poacher like a Chicharito that's just going to ghost into certain spaces and be there. Marcus Rashford's never really held those instincts. He displayed them in his first couple of games for United, but that's not the sort of forward Marcus Rashford is. Marcus Rashford's a guy that's going to get right behind in a defence and cause havoc in that sense. That's not what Ivan Toney is about. Ivan Toney gives you something different. Ivan Toney can go and stand there, go toe-to-toe with a centre-half in a deeper sort of system and come out on top. He is the Ten Hag prototype of striker. He's no stranger to hard work. He will lead the line. I think our manager really likes that. He flourishes under the demands of a no-nonsense Thomas Frank. So the sort of demands you would expect him to be under when he comes and works under Erik Ten Hag would be extremely similar. He's been phenomenal in the last few seasons. Doubters will start talking about the huge step up that playing for United could be versus being a Premier League player for a smaller team like Brentford. And whether or not he would rise to the occasion of being able to handle the pressure of being a number 9 for Manchester United, playing in the, I was going to say Champions League, but we're not quite there just yet. Aspirationally playing in the Champions League and in the Premier League. But every single thing I've heard about Ivan Toney, he oozes character. He oozes self-belief. He oozes drive. Who knows how productive he would be with a functional defence and a functional midfield and being the focal point of Manchester United's attack. Now, I have an issue with buying players from the Premier League as just a blanket sort of thing, because I think there's no value for buying players in the Premier League. Every team earns too much money, and losing assets costs them too much. With Ivan Toney, if you could get him for in the 50, 60 million pound kind of range, I would do it in a heartbeat. If it ends up being the 80, 90 million kind of range, I'm inclined to go and start looking elsewhere. Maybe start looking at Schick or David or somebody else. But if you can get him in the 50, 60 million pound sort of range and you can tempt Brentford into doing that in January, I think that's something Manchester United should look at doing. I don't trust our 3 current forwards to be able to carry us to success this season. I think they're going to be the weakness in the team that lets us down. I think we're going to start seeing clean sheets, and I think you're going to start seeing United dominate the ball, but I don't think you're going to see United really start to dominate the score sheets because the team just isn't quite there yet. There's pieces missing, and this is one of the final pieces of the jigsaw. We've seen an incredible transformation in just a couple of months under Erik ten Hag, and I think you will see incremental improvements in the level that we're able to execute that game plan and that philosophy. But being able to do it to the degree that is required to be able to start competing for leagues requires signings and it requires ambition. I don't know if the board have the same ambition that you do, that I do, that I assume Erik ten Hag has. If they did, they would sign Ivan Toney this window, this coming winter. Absolutely, 100%. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.